Welcome back to episode 2 of the video series where I go in and take a look at and react to the custom cards that the community in my Discord server make. If you'd like for me to react to your card, consider joining the server linked in the description below. Then head over to Media Room here, go to Submit Cards, make sure that you do download this template that I provided for you, and then upload all of your information just like how everyone else is doing here, and then of course I will react to them. I do it on a first come first serve basis in the sense of time wise, right? If you submit yours before someone else's, I will look at that one first. That way it's just easy to get. I'm gonna have a lot of them to go through, so you can expect a lot of these videos coming in the future, and I will definitely get to yours. But I will say right away that I am not going to be really showing a lot of love to just broken out of this world concepts. I'm trying, like, the purpose of this is just to take a look at how creative we can be and scale characters in the current meta. If you're just giving characters absurd amounts of attack and defense, again, it's cool, but it's not really too fun, at least for me. So that's what I'm personally looking for. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And with all that said, let's just hop into I will say some of you did enjoy how long the first episode of this series was. I told you I would be bringing, I used to do this back in the day, but I told you I'd be bringing it back, so maybe this can serve as one of the video series that I do that end up just being super long. I don't really want it to be too long, but if you have a little extra time on your hands, then consider watching and supporting this. So I do appreciate you nonetheless. Thank you for all the love and support recently on the channel, and let's hop into this. So first we have Sai, and Sai, I will get to these two as well, but Sai does basically make his own little celebration here with Dokkan Fest Great Saiyaman, Banner Unit Videl, and then Banner Unit Goten. Now, when it comes to these, I do tend to, first things first, I do go into the leader skills just to show you what the leader skills would actually look like in game. But I also scan through the card just to make sure it's not super broken OP. And this Great Saiyaman after transformation, he seems better. His super attack is definitely absurd, but this is a character you don't really want to transform with, because in this state it's like 180% attack and defense, guarding for the first 4 turns, builds up to an extra 280, he supports an extra 100% to stats, guards a first and second attacker, all allies defense plus 60% for 2. Like, this is too much. This is broken. Any stacking defense, right? This is just broken territory, And again, this super tech is really strong too. But I will say Sai does a really good job, I think, with this Banner Unit Videl. I really like this Banner Unit Videl concept. So it's raise attack and defense for 1 turn and causes, supreme damage to enemy. 3 key and 130% to stats. Guards all attacks when there's another super class ally on the team. I love that. Reduces damage received by 20% for every Peppy Gals or Defenders of Justice ally attacking in the same turn. Self-excluded. Like, there's balance here. Sai said, you know what? We don't need balance when it comes to Great Saiyan. This is like a 10th anniversary unit. But this Videl is very, very good. Again, I like what she can do, as well as the restrictions in order to actually allow her to achieve what she needs to do. And by the way, of course, she is AGL. We don't really see links here, but so attack and defense plus 30% for every attack received up to another 120. So she's building up to a total of 250%. And for a banner, those numbers seem high, but she's a banner unit, so her stats aren't going to be the same as Dokkan Fest LR level stats. So she's definitely going to be good to go. Again, she's guarding, and she has 20% damage reduction. 4Cs enemy super attacks when guard is activated, so you need to get hit for that to actually pop in. But I will say this is kind of pointless. Unless this is like a once only, or not even a once only, but the issue with this ability, again, this is not within the turn, so I guess it would be once she gets hit, she foresees for the rest of the fight. If that's the case, that makes a lot of sense. If it's like a 1 turn only thing, then it doesn't make sense, because she needs to get hit in order to actually get that to proc. And unfortunately, you know, once you do, like, when she's getting hit, it's because you've already collected your orb, so you don't really know where the enemy is going to attack anyways. Superclass allies 2 key and 20% to stats. Extreme class enemies attacking demons minus 70%. And then high chance to stun all extreme class enemies. So very, very strong character here. You hop into ESBR or SBR, and it's raps, because she's lowering all of their stats. She's supporting guard, like this is a very, very good character, and what she can do is realistic to what we've seen in the game. This Great Saiyaman, not so much. And then same thing with this Goten. I mean, you can pause and read it if you want, but this Goten is just absurd for a banner unit. So Sai did, for a majority, Sai, you did a great job, but let's try and tune these characters just a little bit more, just a little bit more. You guys can pause and read if you'd like, but these characters are definitely very, very, very strong. Let us move on here with the next concept, and let me just go ahead and pull up Discord so that way you can actually see what we're talking about here. But Drip 17, by the way, this guy, he absolutely loves the ROF Blues. He thinks they're the best character in the game. That's crazy, by the way. But it seems like he created a Dokkan Festival exclusive Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Vegeta, and Super Saiyan Trunks team explode onto the battlefield. They can also activate their standby skill. Standby skill to standby to Vegeta that can launch the finish skill. So this here, let me again go all the way back to YouTube here. Not YouTube, but you know, the stuff here. Let me also zoom out a little bit. This seems to be like a Android 13 movie-esque character. And it's actually really, it's a physical LR. You can see the links here: All Out Struggle, Super Saiyans, Join Forces, Powerful Comeback, Power of Wishes, Connected Hope, and Accelerated Battle. So I like that it starts out like this, because you also get the links of Join Forces and Super Saiyans, right? Super Saiyans is a big one, because if you had Piccolo in there before, you just wouldn't be able to have that Super Saiyans category, which just, again, increases the not even viability, but the utility of this character. So W designed for that, I will say. Stats, by the way, are very, very solid. 14k defense is very high. I mean, not like the highest we've ever seen, but definitely up there. And then definitely really strong attack power as well. All right, let's see what this character is cooking. Let's see. Or I guess if Drip 17 is cooking. So Super Saiyans or Connected Hope, 3 key 170, plus an additional 30% to stats, and chance of performing a critical hit plus 7% for characters who also belong in the Power of Wishes or Accelerated Battle category. So we are seeing something new with the leader skill right there, and it's very broken. I say broken, not like it's 7%, right? But it's just, look at the category, right? You got God Goku in here. You got the 8th year anniversary LRs. Unfortunately, this card was made before LR Bulma dropped. I'm recording this after LR Bulma. So only if Power of Wishes was one of the first leader skills, because that way we could have got Bulma on this team, right? But regardless, 8th year anniversary LRs, Piccolo, both Carnival Gokus. I don't think you can really ask for more. This is definitely a really strong category. So super attack, the 12th key, raised attack, raises defense for 1 turn, and causes colossal damage with a medium chance to stun. So offensive stacker, and then their 18 key stacks attack, greatly raises defense for 3 turns, and causes mega colossal damage to enemy. Okay. So you do not want the 18. Like, if they greatly raise defense for 1 turn on the 12 key, it makes sense. But the difference in defensive power from the 12 to the 18 is huge, like ginormous. If you get the 12 key, this character is just not going to be as good. This is very strong. This basically gives you 1 permanent turn of stacking. This is really good. Okay. Let's see what we're cooking with here. So, 3 Super Saiyans team up, activates the entrance animation once only. 3 key, attack and defense plus 33%, reduces damage received by 33%, and guards all attacks for 4 turns from the start of turn when there is another Super Saiyan's category ally attacking in the same turn. So you are definitely not forced, but you really want to run Super Saiyans, right? Attack and defense was 170%. Launch is an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. Okay. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 33%, and reduces damage received by 33% for 3 turns within the same turn after receiving an attack. So it's just basically one of those units, you know, like STR Beerus, or I guess, yeah, the LR Beerus, even physical Beerus, where once they get hit, they earn a buff for a certain amount of turns. In this case, for 3 turns, we're getting 33% to stats and 33% to damage reduction. So what happens is you enter, you know, basically turn 1, like you put this character in what, slot 1, right? And what are they gonna have? 170, they're at 66% here. So 66 plus 170 is 236% to attack and defense, guarding, and 66% damage reduction. Like you're not getting touched. You actually can't lose with this character in slot 1. Perform additional super attack when launching an ultra super attack. So they can super attack 4 times per turn. Yeah, but you really want this 18 key. Like you really want this 18 key. We need more key here. Let's see. Oh, I spoke too soon. Plus additional key plus 1 up to 3, and chance of performing a critical hit plus 10% up to 30% with each attack performed. So in total, you're getting 6 key. Leader skill, you're getting another 6. That's 12 key you're starting out with already. I mean, in terms of links, what do we have here? Prepare for battle is definitely... See, the thing is, right? Let me pull up the year 7s here. Let me see here. Let me see. Oh, I guess it's not gonna... Yeah, never mind. I'm happy to see prepared for battle here. I am thankful, Drip 17, that you were able to go out of your way and give us, you know, the prepare for battle link, because what it does is just gives us extra key to work with. And so when we pair that up, getting this 18 key is crucial for this character, even though they are really strong anyways. Like, again, defensively, of course, this is just going to tip them over the edge. And then of course you have shocking speed, which also gives extra key. Like, if they... Key links are important for this character, and I'm glad that they have them. So big ups to you, Drip 17. I like this design so far. Very strong. Standby skill, switch to standby for 5 turns. Standby conditions can be activated when HP is 50% or less, or after receiving 3 or more attacks during battle, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. Receiving 3 or more attacks during battle, starting from the 4th turn. So you can basically get hit 3 times. So I guess best case scenario is to hop into an event, have them be in slot 2, not slot 2, but have them be in the 2nd rotation basically. And then when that 2nd rotation comes around, have them get hit 3 times. And then by turn 4, you'll be able to pop this. This is basically what I'm getting from this. Okay. Let's see what they turn into after this. It seems like we have Vegeta, Trunks, and Piccolo. 12 key, greatly raises attack for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to enemy. Greatly raises attack for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage. So mega colossal on both 12 and 18 key. Okay. Great chance to crit for 1 turn. If this works like UI Goku, I mean, an additional super attack and it's just a guaranteed crit, right? Very strong. Wait, is this like, do they gain it, which means that their first 18 key doesn't have it, or their first 18 key just has a great chance? Like, because AGL UI Goku, I mean, I guess I can pull him up real quick, right? Let's just pull up this Goku real quick. Let me pull up Goku. Can I click on the categories? I believe I can. Let's go Pure Saiyans. Let's go AGL UI Goku. I believe his is gains and it. Where they no, it doesn't say gain. Okay, so I'm just wondering if this is something that, you know, it procs after you get it for the first time, or it's already on there. You can still activate it the first time you do it. Passive skill is you've already lost. 10 key and 200% to attack, plus an additional attack plus 50% when performing a super attack. On top of the greatly raising attack, that's very strong. Okay. All allies 3 key and 50% to attack, very strong. Self-excluded, very good. Okay. Reduces damage received by 100% before attacking, once only. Revives with 100% HP recovered when this character or an ally attacking in the same turn is KO'd, once only. Plus an additional attack plus 33% when performing a finish attack. This is a very good buff here, this 33%, because when you factor in, you know, the 200% here, the greatly raising here, the 50% here, we're looking very, very, very strong. What I also like is that they don't, like, they can survive in slot 1, right? As long as they don't get attacked after. But it doesn't matter, because if they die or anyone else on the turn dies, you're going to be good to go. And another great thing about this design is that here you have to enter the turn under 50% HP, right? Yeah, I mean, I would assume that's how it would have to work. So you're going to be close to death anyways, and literally in any difficult event with no defense in your passive, you're going to just die. So it's designed to help you, which again, I definitely love. And then it is the Spirit Bomb Super Saiyan. Can be activated when Revival skill is activated, once only. Finish skill conditions. Counters with extreme power against the opponent who KOs the character or an ally attacking in the same turn. So essentially, you're in an event, let's say Dragon Ball Super Red Zone Broly. Broly is about to deliver the final blow, and psych, Goku absorbs the Spirit Bomb and just counters and just one-shots you, because that's just what it is. This is a very fun character, and I feel like it's one of those things where, again, they're definitely really, really, really strong. But I believe in their balance here. The only thing, yeah, this character is really good. This character is really good. I think this would easily constitute as, especially early game, like the best character in the game, because you don't just get 236% to attack and defense. You're I just realized that you're stacking attack, so it's like this is gonna be insane. Like, this attack is gonna be insane. You're performing a lot of additional, so your attack is just shooting through the roof. 66% damage reduction, guarding. There's a lot of damage being done here. And then you're not really getting KO'd either, because we're just countering it and just one-shotting the enemy. I wouldn't say one-shotting, but I'm just assuming it's a one-shot, because who's surviving all of this attack you've built up previously? Like, I don't just see who's honestly surviving all of that. Very, very well-designed card here. And then Drip 17 also gave us what I assume is a Part 2 LR, which is, of course, Android 13. They are a tech LR, which I was going to say, it's funny because, you know, the Dragon Ball Super Broly EZA keeps getting destroyed by characters who are from the movies and that they are tech, but this is a boss, not actually a hero. So I almost about to say, but this is basically, I would assume, you know, the Part 2 LR here. Very strong leader skill, by the way. And this again will release in Part 2. And I believe, let me go ahead and go to Discord real quick. I believe Drip 17 mentioned, yeah, so this is specifically an STR Super 17 buff. So we can expect this character to basically put a little respect on you know, Super 17 here. And to do that, we need a character who's just going to be a slot 1 demon. I haven't not seen what this character does yet. I've glanced through it. I haven't really read it. I just literally look for percentages to make sure we don't have like anything crazy. But depending on how they look here, We just need a slot 1 demon for this character, maybe a little extra support, and I feel like we'd be looking good here. And we also want to activate all of these links. The first thing I want to see here is the links. Let's see. What are the links? Red Ribbon Army, Android Assault. So already a lot of defense there. Wow. Metamorphosis, Big Bad Bosses. Unfortunate, man. This is so unfortunate, dude. It's so unfortunate. Oh my god. Why don't you have it, man? Fear and Faith. An extra key, I guess. Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. So they're sharing, what, 3 links? Fierce Battle, Fear and Faith, and Android Assault. I respect it, though. Like, I respect that you know, Drip didn't just decide to make this character just, you know, link perfectly with them, right? So I respect it. Let's see what he does, though. So Android category, 3 key. Actually, stats, again, very, very solid. 3 key, 180%. 12 key. Massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Causes colossal damage and greatly lowers defense. 18 key. Raises attack. Greatly raises defense for 1 turn. And causes mega colossal damage to enemy. Huh. Massively on the 12 key. Why do... I mean, I guess the 18 key is stacking, but why do I want to get the 18 key? Let's see. Let's see what we're... It's interesting because if you get an additional... Actually, if you get an... You actually want the 18... Let's just say there's additionals built in here. Again, I don't know. You raise your attack, and then that massive raise is going to look pretty juicy. Okay. Let's see what the passive skill looks like here. Activates the entrance animation once only. 3 key, attack and defense was 130% for 4 turns from the start of turn. When there are another 2 or more Android category allies on the team. So more restrictive, basically, a more restrictive version of this, where instead of just 1 Super Saiyan or 1 category specific character, you need 2. And I mean, we aren't an android's leader here, unfortunately, but you can still make away with, you know, an android team just with the Target Goku team itself, right? You have quite a few androids on this category, so realistically, you should be fine. And the extra 30% is android, so again, theoretically speaking, you should be okay here. And this character obviously fits under that leader skill anyway, so, you know. 3 key and attack and defense was 130%. So for the first 6 turns, you're at 6 key and 260% to stats, very strong. Plus an additional defense plus 130%, reduces damage received by 30%, and launches an additional attack that has a great chance to become a super attack when there is another androids category ally attacking in the same turn. So it's like, theoretically speaking, you want the... You can actually, you know, again, I have this character pulled up because he mentioned specifically this is a buff for them, which this definitely is already. But you probably want to run Android 14 or 15. Let me actually see. So Android 14 and 15, I'm just going to assume they have the Android Assault link. I actually don't know. They do. Okay. So Android 14 and 15, right? After their EZA, they're actually really strong. So let me just pull this up here. Let me show you what we're cooking here. So 90% to stats, super attack. Yeah, so if these two are together, this character here is getting, let me see here. So you're just foreseeing enemy super attacks, which of course is very, very strong. You're getting an extra 120% to stats, 30 of which is going to your entire team, including the Android 13 here. And they receive 30% in damage reduction. This character can definitely get obliterated, but I feel like with the 90%, 90%, 30% support, 30% damage reduction, again, I don't know if this character supports her or not, but we're looking pretty good so far. This is And in terms of links, yeah, Red Ribbon Army, Android Assault, you know, Fear and Faith, like these are links that we're sharing here. So another potential, you know, like linking partner buddy there, if you will. All right, let's see. And of course, you have the additional there as well. So plus an additional attack plus 130%, and guards all attack starting from the turn in which this character performs the 4th attack in battle. Wow, okay. Plus an additional 3 key, 50% to attack and 40% to defense. Why the okay, is it 14 and 15? Okay. Once only when this character receives a super attack for the rest of battle. So we're at, I mean, I guess we're losing that 130 from here, so it's just basically replacing it, which I'm definitely okay with. Because let's be honest, right? What are the stats of 20k? With 130, we're just not impressive offensively speaking. So once we gain this, and then the extra 50% to buff, I'm just going to assume there's like a multiplicative buff. I can definitely see, you know, 9, 10, 11, maybe around 8 to 10 mil attack stats. Granted, we have our links active, right? Coming from the 4th battle. All right, androids. Okay, so androids category allies, key +1, attack plus 14%, and defense plus 15%. So we are supporting here. We're also supporting here. So we definitely love to see that. This is definitely a buff for sure. Active skill, max power. Condition can be activated starting from the 3rd turn from the start of battle, and HP is 45% or more. From the 3rd turn from the start of battle, and HP is 45. Yeah, that's very easy to do. Greatly raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage to enemy, and attacks effective against all types within the same turn when activated. So this means that every single attack we do will be effective against all types just for that one turn. This Android 13 is very, very, very good. I love the concept here, and I think that these two in the celebration would be absolutely amazing. So Drip, I think you did an amazing job. Let's move on to what I believe is the last concept for today's video. Yes. Okay. Let's go ahead and delete this. And let me go ahead and zoom out here, so that way we can actually have, you know, a decent look at what's going on here. But quickly, back over to Discord. This next concept comes from Crab Morsky. So they went ahead and uploaded this. Again, it was just last month, but again, I'm trying to catch up to all these concepts, so, you know, forgive me here. But Crab Morsky blessed us with a Demon King Piccolo, and what I love about this is already you can see that we are introducing the regen category, something that I can't really pull up because I don't know who would be on that category. I mean, I can guess who'd be on that, but there's no way for me to actually pull up who would be there, right? So, yeah. This character is going to be a TUR and STR. Maybe, I mean, I don't even know if this was on Crab Morsky's mind, but probably maybe a, what's the word? Like a prediction for Golden Week, maybe? Because again, this is uploaded before Golden Week. So, regen, Terrifying Conquerors, 170. 30% to Worldwide Chaos and Battle of Fate. I love it. Greatly raise attack and defense. Wow, okay. Deal immense damage to enemy with a great chance of disabling the next enemy's action. Greatly stacking attack and defense is very strong. Okay, let's see what we're dealing with here. 3 key and 190% to stats. What are the stats here? Offense is decent. Defense, I want to say... Well, no, this is a TUR. Defense is good. Offense is actually pretty high for TUR. I'm just wondering, like, 190% with greatly stacking. I mean, the character's doing crazier things nowadays, right? But I just think about Tech Ultimate Gohan. Tech Ultimate Gohan, you know, his stats start of turn and greatly stacking, like, he doesn't really build up too fast, so I feel like this should be okay. Launch additional attack with a high chance to become a super attack. with another extreme class ally attacking in the same turn. I love that. Guards all attacks as the first attacker in a turn. Reduce damage received by 40% as the second attacker in a turn. Performs a critical hit within the character's next attack after receiving an attack. So the way this is worded is actually really cool, because if you're in slot 1 and you get hit in slot 1, that means their next attack is just guaranteed to be a crit. However, if Piccolo gets hit after he attacks, that means that the next time he attacks, it's going to be a guaranteed crit. So the next time he appears on rotation, guaranteed is going to be critting. The way this is worded, I think it's just really secure. Like, no matter what he gets touched, next time he attacks is going to be crit. I'm going to assume that, you know, rolls over to the next turn. He actually seems very good. Guarding in slot 1 is very strong. 40% damage reduction. And slot, like, I feel like 40% and guard, I'm not gonna say they're the same amount of defensive power, but you know, 40% is very, 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 very strong. Depending on the enemy and their abilities, like you're looking at really, really solid options in slot 1 or 2. But this also allows you to be flexible, right? Let's say, for example, the enemy you're facing, let's just say, is an AGL enemy, right? Where Demon King Piccolo could potentially be exposed, slot 1. But let's say you have LR Tech Demon King Piccolo on rotation, just for the fun of it, right? The World Tournament LR. They're going to have type advantage. So you can put LR Demon King Piccolo in slot 1, this character in slot 2, and not worry about losing. I mean, you're going to lose guard, but you still have 40% damage reduction. And on top of that, you're going to be greatly raising your defense. So even before you get hit, you are still going to be raising your defense by a considerable amount. And on top of that, you have the ability to perform additional super attack. And on top of that, once you get hit in slot 2, if you do, of course, you're going to be performing a critical hit whenever he comes back around. So perpetual crits. This character seems, it's a small kit, but there's a lot going on in a good way. I really do like this kit. I actually really enjoy this kit. Cool. Okay. Standby ability can be used from the 5th turn or when character received 5th attack in battle. Okay, I like it. Defense plus 300%. Character cannot attack. Attack plus 350% when performing the finish attack. Reduce damage received by 85%. So they're just practically unkillable. Charge mechanic, okay. Gain 1 charge per attack the character receives. Attack plus 30% per charge. Attack plus 30% per charge. Hold on. Attack plus 30% per charge. So you're getting hit. So attacks 1 through 5 will release the chasing bullet attack. And then 5 or more charges would release a super explosive demon wave. Here's my question, though. My question is, how long does this last for? Like, how many turns are we going to be able to be in the standby mechanic? Because this last part here is very, very, very strong. The extra 30% per charge. So you put this character in a slot where they're just going to receive a lot of attacks. You can, in events nowadays, you can easily get this in 1 to 2 rotations, right? So let's just say you get hit 5 times in slot 1. You now have an extra 150% to attack, 150% attack just waiting for you. And you're guaranteed now. I mean, not technically guaranteed to release the strong attack, but I just want to know, I don't know if you missed that, like you forgot to add it by accident, or maybe I'm just dumb to see it or something, but how, like, could this be just a 1 turn thing maybe? So every single time they attack, their standby skill charge thing will be, basically increased here. Yeah, I'm just curious. I'm curious to see, or to know, Crab, if you're watching this video, thank you for, again, submitting this awesome concept. Probably my favorite concept. What is my favorite concept of the video? I don't know. I really like the Android 13, and I really like the the Videl too. There's a lot of great concepts. I love reacting to these, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, I don't know how long this lasts for. So yeah, but regardless, let's just ignore that for a second. An amazing kit and a really strong standby ability. You are not dying no matter who you're facing for whatever reason. And this is a very, 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 very good concept. I just need to know, like, for my mental closure, I need to just know how long. Because remember, like, with the Android 13, not Android 13, with the other concept we looked at earlier, right? The Drip 17's, you know, Goku, Trunks, and Vegeta there, we had a standby that lasted for 5 turns, right? So within 5 turns, it either activates, like, if you completed the charge, you get whatever, and if you didn't complete it, you still, any other attack would have actually came through, right? So in this case, how many turns do we have in order to build this up is basically my question. So regardless, very, very, very good concept here, and that is going to be it for today's video. We still have, like I mentioned, we still have a lot of concepts to get through. So stay tuned, because we've got a lot of content coming your way. You know, I will also pull this up for you, so that way you guys can see for yourself. But if you would like to just see more content like this, there is an updated playlist, Dokkan X community cards. If you're ever in one of these videos and just want to, you know, rewatch it or go through my thoughts or whatever, you can find it here. I'm also doing more work on bringing more content towards you. So we do have some Dokkan X AI content that I've been working on recently. We have some Dokkan custom content. These videos are also dropping. I'm gonna bring in this series back as well. The Buy a Rolling Celebration, which is definitely a pain celebration, but I think you'll enjoy it. And then I also have another. There's just more. I'm trying to again branch out this year and really focus on different forms of content. And so yeah, this is basically just what we have so far. Stay tuned though, because I'm telling you, more content coming your way. Content you're definitely going to enjoy. So thank you for the love and support. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.